and that's what we would become. And now, here, my question about, now, Palin has disappeared. Have you noticed that?
She's in Japan. What was coming out on November 17th?
She was in China, and then...
For what was supposed to be released in the spring, it's just been announced tonight.
Ooh.
Coming out November 17th.
And a little bit of hypocrisy. And a little bit of, really?
Yes.
And you know she wrote every one. And you know,
the book was an early release, and so it has a Down syndrome.
that is very good. No, that was excellent. Screw that. That was great. No, but I'll tell you, here's the hypocrisy. She goes overseas and she says things about Obama. When Natalie Maines of the Dixie Chicks criticized her, you can't go overseas and say anything about him, you bitch. We know where you live.
And then she's boycotted, yeah.
Yep, she is.
Yeah, but she's married to Adrian Pascar, it's okay.
She did what?
She's married to Adrian Pascar.
Are they still married?
Yeah.
So what happened to the census worker? Did they find out?
Oh, he was murdered. His hands are tied behind. Yeah, his hands are tied behind his back. He had duct tape on.
Was it because he walked in on a moonshine scene, or?
Well, let me say something. Let me say, there is no moonshine in Kentucky. Weed. Kentucky is the second largest pot growing state in the United States. Right. Hawaii is first. And the reason for that is because the ground is so fertile and no one drinks moonshine. But I've been to Kentucky 25, 30 times, maybe 40. And from what I understand, the pot is really good. I have heard.
Allegedly.
That's how Star Jones says that. Allegedly. Want to hear a great Star Jones story? Here's the truth. This is a true Star Jones story.
Before or after?
Way before. Dick Morris, you talking about the way? Yeah, way before. Dick Morris is on the show. And Dick Morris is sitting next to her. I saw this. I didn't read about this. And they're talking about some stuff. And all of a sudden, Star Jones says, excuse me. Mr. Morris, I don't mean to interrupt. Please forgive me, but if you touch me again, I'm going to hit you. So I rewound it. And he's doing this to her thigh. And I thought to myself, huh? Well, yeah, you see, and that to each his own, and God bless him. But what depraved piece of mung would feel up a co-host of a show on camera?
Dick Morris.
Dick Morris is the... By the way, I met someone who knows him, and I was told that his wife owns him. And this is before the toe sucking with the whore. She runs him, which is why he's not a Jew anymore. He's Catholic. He converted. And I'd like to thank her for making him do that.
It was such a relief that douchebag just died a few months ago. Novak. It was such a relief that he also became Catholic.
You know, I asked him about that. I interviewed him about that. Not about that, he wrote a book. And I asked him, why did you convert? And this was his answer. He said, about 10 years ago, I felt that there was a true emptiness to my soul. And I couldn't fulfill it. And I found that Catholicism filled that void.
I could tell you what was in that void. Satan.
You know, when your nickname is the Prince of Darkness and you don't refute it. See, it's one thing if it's your nickname. And you go, well, why do you call me that? But see, you know what my nickname was in college? You'll appreciate this since you know me now. My nickname was the Pontiff.
Interesting.
You're a coward. Seldom right, never in doubt. That was the entire title. Seldom right, never in doubt. Yes, I went to Howard. But nonetheless, it was either that or white boy. I lose consciousness. You know that I told you this. I have a fraternity brother who is now the premier of Bermuda.
Well done.
Yeah.
So you have someplace to run.
Well, you know, the thing is, his name is Yori Brown. He's an MD. And he's always been a very successful, motivated, driven kind of guy. But I just have the feeling that if I call up and I say, this is Sam Greenfield, he's going to go,